Hi everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, here to do a few readings. We'll have a look and see what's going on with the general energies at the moment. Let's have a little wee look. Weather's just delightful here at the moment. It's rainy, it's cold, it's about been about 9 degrees every day for the last few days. Anyway, perfect gardening weather, I have to say. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Basically just working. Working away at what we're doing. Those X-class flares from the sun have been pretty ordinary. People have been very tired. A lot of digestion issues coming up for a lot of people at the moment. I don't know if anybody else is having those issues, but that's coming up for a lot of people at the moment. Yeah, so we'll just have another look and see what else we can find. We have the World card, which is, someone's trying to ring me, I'll just turn that off. So what else do we have here? We have the Three of Swords. Okay, right. Wow. So there's a lot of heartbreak and a lot of emotions coming to the surface at the moment. A lot of walking away from that which no longer serves us on an emotional level. There's a lot going on for a lot of us. There are these digestion issues, which is all around in this solar plexus area, which have a lot to do with our emotions and how we process that. And I feel like the energies at the moment that are coming from the solar flares are really hitting hard. But what it's actually doing is making us kind of release that which no longer serves us. And that does come in the form of old stuck emotion that really does need to come to the fore. We cannot take it with us into this new world structure that we are creating at every given moment. There is also the card of Magic here and the King of Cups. And that is in the advice. And the advice is basically to clear a lot of the emotional baggage that we have that is sitting in this solar plexus area. I mean, the reason why we do have a lot of these emotional turmoil, like a lot of the emotional turmoil that's going on and the digestive issues that are going on is because of the emotional overload that is going on. And it's unprocessed. You know, it's unprocessed trauma, it's unprocessed emotions that go with that trauma. And so it's all about literally allowing that to move through you. So there is going to be a lot of releasing of emotion in one way, shape, form or another. It will come out in some way. And whether that be in emotional outbursts or even like a declaration of love for another, that can also be what comes up as well. But a lot of what is coming from this is literally because we need to walk away from that which has caused harm in the past. So there is this, you know, these emotional turmoil that does need to be worked through, processed and gotten rid of. And that's what's going on. So at the moment, it's also saying that come into your heart center. When this is all going on, it's a really good idea to sit still, be very still, go within, connect to the heart center, and even connect to those emotions that are in turmoil and allow the processing of that. But the way to do that is to come down into the heart center and give yourself a lot of love, unconditional love. And as you begin to sort of like really give love to yourself, the emotional turmoil will begin to ease a little and you'll begin to release that which no longer serves on that emotional level. I hope that makes some sort of sense. But yeah, a lot of the digestion issues are because we have unprocessed emotions that need at this time to be worked through, processed and then removed, so that we can step into a clearer aspect and a more truthful version of ourselves. Okay, we'll see what else is going on. Sorry, itchy nose. Yeah, and so from that, yeah, and it's also too, once we actually start to process a lot of these emotions, we can lay down that sword. We can actually come into rest and actually begin to allow and just be. Because we have here, like the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands is always about some form of conflict, but really what it is, because it's really about having conflict with ourselves. It's not with another person. If you see there are all these feelings that are coming up for her, you know, and she's kind of like, well, I'm trying to sort of battle all these emotions. I don't want to actually feel them. But this is saying it's time now to drop the sword. Stop trying to, because it's interesting, we have the Five of Swords here. Which is literally about dropping the swords and allowing the conflict to resolve within. And for all of us at the moment, the conflict is about what's going on within, any unprocessed emotions. Anyway, we've also got new beginnings here, which a lot of us are starting to step into now. Last week it was quite stagnant, but now at the moment it may be time for us to move forward now. It's interesting because a lot of the there's a lot of marches all over the world. There's one here in Australia in the next couple of days, probably Sunday, I think, 31st. And it's literally about stepping into, and it's interesting because that march, that Freedom March, is on the 31st on the Sunday. On the Monday, we step into the first day of spring. And it's interesting, we have the new beginnings here. So literally it's about removing any unwanted and old emotional baggage from ourselves, but also and also stepping into the truth of who we really are. But that's also happening on a world level, and we're really beginning to see that and take action upon that. So as we're sort of like clearing out a lot of what no longer serves us, we're also seeing that in our outer world and taking part in that as well. Alrighty. So yes, so that's what's going on at the moment energetically, and saying no to things that may be presented as a gift, but also kind of like not trusting the gift so much, because, you know, just be careful and be a bit wary out there about what comes to you, because we do have the Five of Wands as well, which is once again conflict. Just be a little bit contemplative in your energy. Don't give out too much to others that may actually require us to give more than what we can at this time. Just, you know, take back some of your energy for yourself, because this is about literally self processing and regulation of anything that's going to come up. And if you have a lot of outer influence, it can actually cause conflict of some description. It can actually trigger us into going within and finding that conflict within ourselves, but also it may trigger us and have with an emotional outburst that may cause some sort of friction on an outer level. But everything is as it is meant to be. So just all I'm saying is just be a little bit wary. But of course, if you have any conflict on an outer level, it's good to go within and find where you are in inner conflict within. Okay, as within, so without. Okay, I hope this finds you all well. I shall see you anon. Bye for now.